Welcome back, Taurus. If this is if you've been here before, if you haven't been here before and you're new here, my name is Stephen and this is Two Fish Tarot, and I love you already. Be sure to hit the like button if you so feel like it, and definitely subscribe if you feel like coming back. We're going to split this up. It's a weekly reading for the 5th to 11th of April 2021. We're going to split it up into finance and career, and then have a look at your love and relationships. So let's start. Taurus, finance and career for the coming week, Spirit. What advice have we got for Taurus for the coming week in finance and career? Too much. Oh, there's a nice one. Oh, yes, good. And one more shuffle. Right, let's get to it. Taurus, finance and career. So Taurus, you have the Moon card in your past position, Moon card and the Queen of Coins. I think perhaps over the last couple of weeks you've, in terms of your money and career, whatever, something might have surfaced where there's been some deception. Perhaps you may have been the victim of a small scam, nothing major, okay? Because I see your eye has been on the ball up until now, quite honestly, and managing quite fine. And perhaps you've seen some deception and managed to avert it. You know, there's a lot of scams going around at the moment, and if something looks too good to be true, it usually is. And but I get the feeling that you've managed any situation that might have come up. Currently, I think at work you're feeling like the somewhat of a celebrity. I think you've got the center of attention at work at the moment. Perhaps you've closed a big deal, or you're really performing at the moment. But it's been a battle for you to get there, and it's a battle for you. It's going to be a battle for you to maintain that as well. And I think you feel that. I think you feel that pressure at the moment. The hidden energy, stuff that you don't know about, and stuff that might be going on in the background. If we're thinking specifically about an employment situation, the people really love you, you know. And if we connect it to your relationship, I think possibly you don't realize how much your partner really loves and appreciates you at the moment, and appreciates what you do in terms of your career and your contribution financially to the relationship. Your advice for the week, Taurus, is to let's have a look. Yeah, your advice, the universe is saying, learn all the time. Okay, you've got this Knight of Battens, and the Knight of Battens is like action happening quickly, but it's looking back on what's happened, and it's saying to you, use the stuff that you learned aggressively, because obviously things are going well in your career at the moment, and make mental notes in your head of how to use that success to go forward. Because the Page of Coins is saying to me that people are starting to take notice of you in terms of your abilities. So keep that in mind. Heading through the week and towards the end of the week, I think this week's going to be a little bit more of a battle than last week. Maybe work is piling up. Maybe you bump heads with somebody at work this week. It's certainly not a big scenario. We're protected by the Six of Coins this week, and the Six of Coins I always see as being the comfort card. In other words, you've got enough, and in fact you've got so much that you can afford to give. So perhaps one of your kind of duties this week is to help someone in need, just as a random act of kindness. You also have the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups is like a message of love coming in, but we're talking about finance and career now. So I think you might get some encouragement from work. So perhaps a small congratulations in some way or another, some gratitude from the people around you that you work with. I think that's definitely in the cards. And all in all, finance and career, this is a fantastic week for you, Taurus. It's yeah, you know, you're riding high at the moment. People love you. You're going to get some gratitude shown. You're in a comfortable position. Perhaps do some random acts of kindness this week, just to top it all off. I hope that helps, Taurus. And while I shuffle, why don't you pop down and give this video a like for me? It really does help my channel. And we're going to deal with love and relationships for Taurus for the upcoming week. Spirit, love and relationships for Taurus, some advice for the upcoming week. What do we have in store for Taurus for love and relationships in the upcoming week? Taurus, love and relationships for the upcoming week. I'm using a new microphone, so I'm guessing the sound quality is going to be better this time around. Spirit, love and relationships for Taurus for the upcoming week, 5th to the 11th of April. What advice do we have for Taurus for love and relationships? Spirit, advice for love and relationships. One more shuffle. There we go. Let's go. That's a beautiful energy card. Love and relationships. Wow, what amazing cards. It's fantastic. First of all, you're covered by and protected by the Empress this week. And for me, the Empress is the mother of the deck. Okay. And she's the fertility of the deck, if you like. She's the one that gives you sustenance. So this week, the universe is going to, in terms of your love and relationship, the universe is going to give you the energy and the will to keep this relationship sustained in a meaningful way. I think in the last couple of weeks, you may have had some discussion with your partner in terms of, or just your person, if you like, in terms of perhaps a little bit of a misunderstanding. I see that certainly for me it feels like you were unsatisfied with something was bugging you. Maybe you've been comparing yourself to other happy couples and feeling that you may be missing out on something. But certainly I feel like you've had a discussion, or you've realized that your dissatisfaction with perhaps an element of your relationship is all really bullshit, because in actual fact, when you get the Four of Cups, it really means that you're comparing and you're having a look at what everybody else has without looking at what you have. But I get the feeling that you've looked around and seen that your cup is really quite full in terms of your relationship, because we've got the Six of Baton, which is the victory card, and that's a great outcome. Presently, it certainly looks like you're moving forward in some way with this relationship. And if you're single, it certainly looks to me like you're about to make contact with the person you're interested in, or it may be stepping up to the next level. Because certainly, I mean, the Chariot is definitely a charge forward, and it's moving forward, and it's quickly. or you're certainly considering doing that right now. And you may even have a couple of, if you're single, there may even be a couple of options for you. And if you're in a relationship, you may be looking at different things to step up your relationship. Maybe you could be planning on moving in together or getting engaged, depends at what level you are in your relationship. But certainly there's a move forward or a jump being planned in your head right now. What's hidden and what's going on in the background, Taurus, certainly there's more passion than what you think in this relationship. And if you're single, the person you're pursuing, I think, is already quite excited about starting up something new with you. And something new has started in the background anyway, I think, because the Three of Coins is like planting seeds for something that you're expecting to grow. So if you're in a current relationship, I think whatever happened here, whatever you resolved in the past, has made a big change that's going to have an effect on your relationship going forward. And if you're single, something that you may have said to introduce yourself has planted some amazing seed in the beginning and the startup of a new relationship, because there's passion here. This is the beginning of passion. Okay, it's a sign that whatever you've done has had the effect of increase the anticipation and the passion. The advice from the universe for this week is to keep your mind in a state of love. So think of your partner regularly, give them attention, and keep this momentum going. I certainly see an uptick in your relationship to this next step, because we've got the Chariot here, which is moving forward, and we've got the Wheel of Fortune, which means that a cycle's changing. And usually Wheel of Fortune cycles change for the good. And when I'm looking at the outcomes cards, certainly it looks like the cycle is changing for the up. And your outcome for the week, or how this week may pan out, if you take this advice, for instance, is your relationship's going to cement even closer. And if you're single, you might have met your soulmate, And if you've had a tough time during the week work-wise, that has nothing to do with your relationship, take time next weekend, for instance, to Netflix and chill. Take time for yourself, take time for the two of you to just chill together, because possibly both of you are going through some stress in the background, or one of you might have a shitty week at work, for instance, although I don't see it as you based on the last, but your partner may have a shitty week this week. So take time towards the end of the week to relax with your partner and take some time out, some chill time for the two of you. And yeah, I love the Empress here, because the Empress is protecting this whole week for you, for your love and relationships. This is a fantastic reading. The monthly readings have looked a bit harsh for everybody, but certainly this first week looks like it's going to pan out better than the rest for now. I hope that worked for you. And as I say, just another reminder, if you enjoyed this, if it doesn't make any sense to you, be sure it's not for you, because this is a general reading, and just leave it and come back and check up next week. And yeah, be safe, and I love you.